Hello, hello, and welcome to Train Symphonetic. And hopefully we're live. Hopefully you can hear me, but who knows? It's a train room stream. So how is everyone today? I should have my tablet up in 2 seconds, so I'll be able to monitor what's going on. But I can see audio's going out. I can see only half of my things are working. So let me click a few buttons. So press that one there, and I can see that there's audio, so that's good. I just need to turn on this camera. So how is everyone today? Hope you're all good. Hiya Lee, hiya Bang, Carl, hiya Tom. So we're in for train room. And we got CCTV cameras about now. So I can have that running. Then there's 5 cameras running now. Then if I press number 3, I got a camera to show what I'm working on today. Camera number 4 is currently not working, so should be playing for titles, but we all know that this kind of thing happened with me. So let's go on to this, and then hopefully I can interact with the system a bit more. So move that also out of the way. So because I'm Richard, I'm really well prepared. I'm not whereabouts I want to be, so we can look at laying track, but I won't get track laid today. But hopefully I can get this to stop rotating. So if I go onto this camera view, you can see what we can see. So we've got the top left hand camera, top right hand camera. This is a camera looking at what will be entrance to the fiddling yard, which is this one here. Let me see if I can get a single camera up. So this is that camera over there, so that's the window camera. Then this is a light switch camera, which going to give you downward view. Then this is giving us a view of where about the train's going to be entering the system. And this bridge here is going to be going pretty shortly. Then if I go to this one, it's slightly drunk, but this is for end camera, just by the light switch. And then we have the other end camera, so I'll put it on rotating, hopefully. Is that rotating? No, don't want to start recording. I have this on menu view, so it's hopefully this should be rotating view. So let's have a look at the ECOS from camera 3. Let me put it a bit lower. Let me actually try to do something clever. So if I do picture in picture and turn that on, that's camera 1, don't want camera 1. Let me turn that off, and if I move that from there to there and turn it on, we have what I'm working on and hopefully a change of view in the top. So how is everyone today? First thing I need to do is set the points. I was hoping to get the Raspberry Pi doing what I want it to, but it being obnoxious so I could actually capture the ECOS nicer and do the titles. I might just need to upgrade to one of the Raspberry Pi 5s. So setting all the points which I'm going to be using just to get the polarity switches in the correct way. And then if I go and do this and look at the cameras, I can see one switch decided not to play nicely today. Then I just got the inner two to check. And if I go onto this, I can set train number 1 off. These were all working when I was playing the other day. And that's a problem. I stuck another train on the track and forgot about it. That's something you really don't want to do. So, yeah. So we got to class 70 in the way. For 45 as being obnoxious. I mean 450. So let's move for 70. And that's what I was half expecting. One other problem with a DCC concert point is you need to reset them after each beat to go and get the point switch in the correct position. So now you should be able to see the train coming in. I might just drop past to number 1. Turn on his lights. And bring him into the station. No, I mean into storage. And of course I had a point set the wrong way. So if I set that correctly, I should now be able to stick the 120 back into service. But of course, nothing wants to play nicely. So I had an interesting email today from DCC Concept. They have changed their name. They're now, I can't remember what they said their name was. So get this train running in circles. Yeah, DCC Concept is now, let me go to my emails. DCC Concept is now Layout Concepts. And there was some really sad news I read the other day about Layout for You. Both of the owners have passed away, which is a real shame. I spent lots of time annoying them at shows. They were very good people. So that was quite sad. Okay, let's see if I can get the camera to start rotating. So hopefully this should change in a moment. But of course it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. So let's stick us onto 4View. So what can we see? We can see me, so hi everyone. We can see the trains going around, and I might go and put this in the background. Actually, I've got to remote control. It's not that remote control. Most probably don't have the batteries in the remote control. So yeah, you can see I have a bit of a mess at the moment. So let me go back to 3 with a tiny Richard in the corner. I might be able to make that bigger. Nope. Yeah, we got Richard as the main problem. There we go, we got the cameras rotating. Yay. So let's go back to that one. As rotating cameras go and give us something to watch. So what I was hoping to do today was get the last piece of track in. But as you can see, I got too much junk in that space. So let's do something else. So if I set you up like that, move you down a tad. Let's go and work on the helix. As I always need to get work done on the helix. So if I put this over here, so for helix I haven't really made much progress in a while. So let's do 3 on. Oh, I see what that button does. I can actually see the screen. So the helix area is an absolute mess. So let's work out what to do. So really need to tidy it. Let's just go to camera 1 and watch trains go by. We'll go to 3 with camera 1 in the corner and watch train go by and have a bit of a chat. So This haven't worked out at all how I was planning, but this frame is I'm quite happy with. It's a nice height. I still got to about another 5 centimetres, but I can reach 3 to get locos going. So I might go and get the 70 going. And so stick him on the track down here. So something I've got to do with this layer is actually put some LED strips underneath. So let's set 70 off as well, and of course points. So throw that one, set that one. This is the reason that I have these section things in, so that when I do lose power, I don't lose everything. As for points, I'll run on DCC, which isn't necessarily the best idea. I prefer the Digitrack system, whereabout the points are on a completely separate bus. So that will need a quick push. So we are up to 3 trains running, and something just went wrong again. Yep, I can see what's gone wrong this time. The Class 70 have decided to completely leave the track. Just there. So take him off. And definitely not do that with him. Everything else should self-reset in a few seconds. If I press this button here, it will come back to life. And then give you camera 1 to see me rescuing the Class 70. And now whilst rescuing it, there's a bit of delay between the 2 cameras. But that's life. And the point for that one have gone out and thrown itself. So we've got trains running, we've got stream going, we just have Richard being incapable. So what else is going on? Yeah, so this week my video is going to be a day late. It's going to be out on Sunday, as that's the Ilkeston, Woodhouse or Heenan Model Railway show. But other shows on the Lincoln show, and I don't know what else. So I'm not providing good value for money today. Everything's going not that well. I need to do more setup in future streams, and I've got to tidy things up. Tidying things up is one of the biggest things that will make a difference to this layout. So let's swap to camera 3 again, and I can show you the jobs on the layout. So this power pack needs to be mounted underneath the layout, and these cables need to be improved. I'm debating about taking them down through there and underneath, as those cables are for CCTV. I also need to finish the CCTV cables in there and put some underglow light there. I then need to put under layout light underneath the layout. Then once I've got this cleared, I need a track from there to here. I then need to tidy up this mess, and I need to give underneath here for final tidy up and beat up points. So then I need to move this screen here to somewhere else. This metal frame can take my weight, so I can stand on it to get to places. I then also need to carry on with the helix. What I've been thinking with the helix is if I disconnect everything, I can then just do it in a round, keep on spinning it around till I get to the point I need. The last 3 cameras are going to go 2 in that corner and 1 in that corner, so that we can see the hidden bit of the underneath of the next level. And that's about it. I also need to remove this bridge and take these cables over to a little panel here where about I have track indicators and that kind of thing, or up to the next level. Not quite sure where about the controller's going to live. I'm half debating putting it in this cupboard, but I'm not sure yet. So this is something I normally hide. A lot of this used to be underneath the layout, but it's now stored in here. This is whereabouts I store a lot of stuff which isn't in use, as well as underneath the layout. So got a box full of torch motors, got point motors, got a power distribution board, I've got the bits for the next table, that's my DCC controller box, and what else do I have? There is the minute panel, which I'm going to put on clips. Have a little socket, so again when I'm running I can just have it on here. Once I got rid of that bridge, cables will come down something to just down there. So one of the big principles I'm working on this layout is keeping things separate. So underneath the layout we have mains with one small section of DCC there. Then we have the train power. Then underneath this layer we have the trunking, which is for the CCTV system. Over here on the helix I have been trying to work out best way to do for CCTV. I have 2 ideas. One is to get a PTZ camera, which stands for pan tilt zoom, so I just put that down and can follow the train. The more fun option is to get a nice bit of threaded rod, put that down the middle with some sort of drive system on it, which will then drive the camera around. So that's a possibility. Then on top of this helix, there's going to be another helix to take us to the station area. And then on top of that, we're then going to have retail park, whereabout I'm planning to have a Magna Rail system of having cars constantly going around in a circle, as we actually have quite a good bit of space in this area. Then along here we'll have, the train will come out for helix there, hit some points around there, and then it should break off. One line will come in there, and then the rest will go around here, which will then take us to this bit here, whereabouts we'll then have a scenic area, and the track will then carry on off around there, but there will also be one line which will take us back down for helix, and then we're going to have a shanting yard here. Then at about this distance here, we'll then have the last layer, whereabout we have my terminus station, and we'll have a roadway system in place. So that's what I've got planning. So let's go back to camera 2. I've still got a lot of work to do on these cameras. Like this one, I need to flatten off so it doesn't feel like you're drunk. This one, I need to slightly tilt to the left so that I can see more of the points. Then we've got the forward view, which I'm not too worried about. Then this one does exactly what I want. It's showing underneath, so I can see points. This one here will be showing top level down, so this got years to it's actually in place. Same with this one, but they both give me a good idea at the time being. So then this one is going to show trains coming into this fiddling yard. So that's looking good. Number 4, output number 4 on the camera should have been this Raspberry Pi. I downloaded the media on here to play the intro and outro, but it didn't want to work. And I also was going to use this to show websites. But let's go back to this for a little bit and watch trains. Actually, if I go onto that and that, we can watch trains. So how's everyone else doing? Are you fed up with me waffling? Any suggestion, ideas, anything like that? What's everyone been up to? Anything interesting coming up? That's another interesting one for people. There's a very good chance, there's a medium chance that I might not be doing York this year, as that's a 4 straight of model show, so that could be quite busy for me. But I'm booked for 2 days at Model World Live. Then I've got a few shows whereabout I'm helping to exhibition one of the club layouts. So I got Bakewell, whereabout we got Redford Road, if I remember correctly. Then we got the Deltix show, whereabout it's Sutton Town, I think it is. And then 10th and 11th of October, we got my layout being shown at my club's show. So as I think I have bored everybody to death, I'm going to work out how to end the stream. Always good to see everyone here. It will take a few seconds for me to run into my room and terminate the stream, maybe. But thank you everybody for joining me. Sorry I haven't provided that much entertainment today, but always great to have you there. Always grateful for people who watch this afterwards, so thank you very much. And there'll be a short out in about 10-15 minutes. So hopefully see you all next time. Thank you.